All right, hello and welcome to the Diva of Days of Our Lives. There she is. Better late than never.
Marianne.
Sorry about that. Hey, Lou. I was panicked there for a minute.
Join the club.
Are you guys are we recording?
Yes, we
Yeah,
are recording. So we record here
Anna's
at 10
Anna
p.m.
made it.
time. Yes. Okay. So anyway, hi, I'm Carrie. I'm at Diva of DOOL, Facebook Diva of Days of Our Lives, Instagram Diva _of _DOOL, and also on YouTube. We have Marianne here tonight.
Hi, everyone. You can find me on Twitter and X and Instagram and Facebook. I'm at Mama_Hooch on X.
Okay, and Jen
Hi, I'm at REXJDK at Twitter.
and Anna.
Yes. Calling via the Witness Protection Program. I'm at Kazi Hooch on Instagram and
Yep. Yeah, so we're trying again with the live stream chat. So if you're on Twitter, Facebook, or YouTube, if you could just say hi so we could see if it's working here on our end so we can start scheduling some. So Anna, would you like to start us with the Kate update? Because we actually had Kate this week.
yes. First of all, love the wardrobe.
My,
She
yes.
looked
Yes.
fantastic, and we'll have to do some digging to find out where that came from. So well, I'll try to report back next week. But anyway, yeah, she looked fabulous. It was great to see her after how long has it been? Weeks. It's been several weeks.
Verb.
Yeah. So the Kate drought is over. Yay. So end of the week she was talking to Ari, and Ari mentioned that she was thinking she wanted to get some practical experience in the world in addition to going to school and more in like business. So, of course, Kate was like, "Oh, well, maybe I can get you an internship or something. Maybe we can find you a place at Titan Demira for something that will give you a foot in the door and some experience." And so that's kind of in the works. So, depending on if Titan Demira even exists soon, depending on what goes on there, Kate's looking at that. But they had a nice little conversation. She was like, "Oh, you're studying already on the first day of school or whatever." She's like, "Yeah, my mom reminds me about how much how much this is costing her," or something like that. So they had a nice interaction. It was nice to see them together. Because yeah, she's her great grandma, right? Is that my
Yep.
okay?
Great
All right.
grandma Kate. Yeah, because
Okay.
I had to
Okay.
stop and think, and shoot,
Yeah.
she's a great
Yeah.
grandma. Holy
Yeah.
man.
I had to think because Will's her dad, and so yeah. Okay.
Huh?
Yeah. I was like,
Right.
sometimes I forget all that, but I knew they were related. I was
Forget
just
how
like,
the
okay, how does this work? Yeah.
relationship.
And then they did the press conference for the Stormy Nights. And not because the secretive Anastasia Sands
Yeah.
is literally in town, but because Titan Publishing is based in Salem USA, that they had the presser there. And I don't know. I don't understand exactly what happened, but like Johnny supposedly got held up at the university and couldn't video record it for them. So Stephanie,
Yeah.
who's Anastasia Sands, got to be the camera woman for it. So it was just actually really quick, I thought. Just a fairly quick announcement and thanking the fans, and Kate read a message from Anastasia, thanking her readers and the people who are her fans. And right before the presser, it came out that Kate was like, "Well, hope the second book's going well." And Alex forgot to tell her that Kate had set an October deadline. I mean,
Yes.
for one
Yeah.
thing, we all know that it takes a lot longer to
Yeah.
get a book published, even if you're, the head of the publishing. But so anyway, so that was kind of unrealistic anyway, that she'd have to finish it up and it would be out on the market in, weeks. But now she's got the pressure of needing to finish that book, and it's Stephanie. And but it was, I guess, a fun way for Stephanie to be able to see the presser and all that, since she was supposed to be at the hospital shooting down patient
Appointments.
patient complaints on the social media. I'm like, I don't know what they're talking about. This is the esteemed Salem University Hospital
Yeah.
that
Right.
lets your relatives die before their time. And
Yep.
I don't know. I think they tried to give Kate's organs away before she was dead or even going to be dead, at one point. So anyway, not to knock Tom and Alice's, presence there ultimately, but I thought that was kind of funny. And then, so she was supposed to be working for EJ at that point, but she jumped in and took the video of that. Meanwhile, I don't know why Johnny wasn't able to be there, but then I guess so that she could be there. But so anyway, so Kate said something about later. She said something about, well, I guess, I'm a little more flexible on the deadline, so she may not have to have it in by, right away. But anyway, I'm trying to think anything else. Oh, and then of course, not really tight and not really the book related. And somebody might want to talk about it more in detail, but Tony did break in, as he's wont to do with press conferences,
Yeah.
and walks in and kind of, while the press is all there, spills the bean. He spills the beans about the lawsuit that he's starting up with against Titan Demira's current CEOs, and then I don't think anything else happened with Kate that day, but if you think of something, let me
Anna.
say it. Oh, yeah. Well, was that day or later
No,
in the
that
week?
was
Just
later.
later.
Yeah, that was later in the week. Yeah.
But that was the only
So
thing
later,
with Kate that day.
yeah. So for that day, or that time, I think that was it. But you're right. And then later, okay. So I love Kate. You know that. I love Anna. You know that. But there was so much wrong with that conversation. I don't know. I just couldn't
They were
believe it. It
bitchy.
was like, Jen, the medical files management part of your brain must have been spinning once again, because the amount of things that are not supposed to be
Yeah.
spilled, whether it's medical or legal,
Yes.
were spilled. And so by parties that are interested parties. So it
Yep.
was just like, what are you two thinking? But anyway, so I was hoping for a less frenemy, more friendly interaction with Anna. And Anna looked lovely. Kate still looked lovely in her outfit that she had on earlier in the week, because of course it was the same day. So Kate goes over to the mansion and Anna's there, but Tony's not. So Anna had her best snark on. We'll just say she had her
Yeah.
snark face on. Definitely had her snark face on. And that's what kind of caught me a little off guard, because they've become friends and allies. And so it was a little bit awkward to me. But I understand that she's so totally supporting her husband and all that, and all that.
Yeah.
But
And
anyway,
Kate's supporting her son.
yeah, they both have legitimate stakes in this.
Yeah.
But Kate kind of came in sincerely, like, oh, I wanted to talk to Tony about all this stuff with this lawsuit and everything, because it affects Philip. And she honestly, she was kind of a pretty direct shooter. I mean, she was pretty like, here's what straight shooter. She was like, here's what I'm here for. But anyway, at first she was like, oh, I need to talk to Tony, and Anna's like, well, anything you wanted to talk to him about, you could talk to me about. And
Tony tells
because
me everything.
Tony tells me everything. And so she's like, okay. So then Kate just
And there's
totally
this
fully
person's face.
acknowledges the fraud that Philip was in. And of course, lets Anna know that it was Vivian that did it. But she basically owned, I mean, I
That
couldn't
she
believe
knew.
it.
Yeah.
Well,
Which
I
could get
could
her in
not. And
trouble.
she says, I'm sure you were probably the one that thought of it. And so Kate was like, well, no. But that whole conversation should have never happened. Let's put it that way.
True.
No, they both gave away too much information.
Yes, they both did. It was
Yeah.
ridiculous, because Anna was giving away Tony's strategy and his plans, and Kate was spilling the beans on her son
Yeah.
and herself,
And herself
in a way,
too,
and
because
herself.
she knew.
Yeah, and
So
I'm just
she's
kind
kind
of
of just as guilty. They
Yeah.
all are. Anybody that
they
knew.
they were both dumb. I mean, it pissed me off, honestly. And I love their interactions.
Yeah.
And I've been looking forward to that. And I realize it's not the actress's fault, and I like the way they played it and everything. But I just love their witty repartee and
Yeah.
everything. And there was a little bit of that, but there was a lot more mean spiritedness.
Yeah, it was like,
Then
yeah, and because I've even heard people online saying, well, why don't they like each other? Because they came
Yeah.
off as like,
it was it was almost back to the plot writing instead of
really, they don't,
character.
and it's not because of Roman. I mean, she's been away from Roman. Yeah.
Jen?
Yeah, Jen.
Remember, Philip almost got Tony killed.
Well, you're going
When was that?
Yeah.
What?
Well, yeah, that was Philip
Yeah.
that got Tony.
But
when they were in
wasn't that
that fight and he
crazy?
fell on the spike. Well, he
Yeah.
did kill him, right? Yes.
I forgot about that.
Yeah. And I was trying to
Okay.
think, well, yeah, and Kate, I don't know. That's the animosity there, I guess. But
Yeah,
see, I
but
thought
that
they had
hasn't
all
come out.
made up on that, but I don't know.
Yeah, because they've been friends since then, I think.
Yeah, but
And they're kind of in-laws too
being
now.
the center of it.
Yeah. Maybe that's
Yeah.
why Anna started, because Anna was the one that kind of started out
Yeah.
nasty on there. Woo.
Yeah. Oh, she was
She
on
came out
guard.
swinging. Yeah.
Yeah, she did. And I mean, don't get me wrong, I love it when either of them are swinging, but I didn't really like it when they were swinging at each other and that sort of, especially
Right.
in that situation. I don't know. So to me, it was like a little bit off character for both of them, because they've bonded over having mutual grandchildren and things like that, great
Right.
grandchildren. And so I just thought it was kind of bizarre. I mean, usually Kate's smarter than not spilling the beans and
Yeah.
admitting things. I mean, Anna's husband is taking her son's company to court, and in doing so will spill the beans in discovery about the fraud, which could implicate him for criminal charges.
Mhm.
And
Anything.
Kate's just basically saying, well, yeah, it happened. So, like, I just thought that was the most bizarre thing. That was kind of like, anyway. So I loved seeing them together, but I was not happy. And I haven't looked at any of the online chatter, but that's kind of was my take on it. And I'm trying to think, was there anything else with I think were those the main interactions with those two?
Yeah.
Yeah, it was just
Okay.
kind of a short scene.
Yeah, but it was like a really important one. I just was like, this is bizarre. So anyway,
Yeah.
so that was my take. So yeah, that's the Kate report for the week. And I'm happy to have it, even if
Yeah.
I didn't like some
Yeah.
of the scenes.
Yeah, didn't you think it was a little weird that Kate disappeared since she was done speaking and like she missed the whole thing with Tony?
Yeah.
Like that
Oh, she
Yeah.
wasn't there, huh?
she wasn't
Hmm.
there.
No, neither was
Oh,
Anna.
at the
They were all
square?
gone. Like
Paige
they'd
Oh,
all
then
gone.
it was the
to
next
work.
day. Yeah, because he came in at the end on
Oh,
Monday, and then when they came to the next day, yeah, Tuesday was when he actually spilled it, and she wasn't there. Yeah,
Yeah.
it's odd.
Yeah, I don't get
Hmm.
why she just up and left. Didn't
She
take any
said she had to go back to work.
Come
They
on.
did say that.
Where'd you go, Anna? Oh, Marianne, there you are. Yeah, so I just thought
My
that was
battery's going
weird.
low. Okay.
And, it would have been a lot more dramatic if she was there when Tony was saying that because
yeah.
that's her
Mhm.
son.
Yeah, I mean, and she's the head of Titan Publishing, and right now that's really hot in terms of the show. So in terms of the business. So, but there again, it was a meeting between just the three of them, which I guess I get. But the women folk scattered. I guess we could
That's what
say.
Stephanie.
I don't know. And I did love Anna's look and her necklace and all that stuff. I thought it was really pretty. I was just really annoyed by that scene. I just really was. But anyway, so yeah, so that's that.
Okay.
And do you want our diva trophies at the beginning or the end? Okay. All right.
So, yeah, I was totally with you. The whole Anna Kate conversation made absolutely no sense. I have no idea why Anna was telling Kate what information Tony had. I had no idea why Kate was blabbing because that is not Kate. Like, you have,
Right.
Or Anna.
yeah, they both lie. I mean,
Unless we see what comes back to bite them in later scenes. I don't know if it'll even have any relevance or anything.
It was just
I wonder.
anybody with common sense would be
Yeah.
like, this isn't right.
Seemed kind of choppy. I don't know. Like, shouldn't been
Yeah, I
there.
think it was a poorly conceived.
Yeah.
well, yeah, I mean, because nobody would have done that. And those two in particular, that was just totally out of character for both of them to sit there and tell the truth. I don't.
Yeah, like you're picking now to be brutally honest with each other when both of your family members have like this entire deal on the line, and the criminal charges could be involved, and
Yeah.
all this other stuff. I don't know. Self-incrimination. Who knew if somebody was recording that conversation, like the whole thing. It just I mean, I would appreciated it more if they had both been sly about it and hadn't directly. So unless it furthers the plot somehow, gets them both in trouble somehow later,
Right.
and they come back to commiserating with each other, I don't really like it. But anyway,
Excuse me.
Yeah, so please find out for us where that suit came from. 'Cause that was just absolutely
Okay.
stunning.
Yes.
Yeah, that was because I agree.
Yeah.
All right, anybody want to tackle the teen scene, college scene, Tate Holly's? I know. Someone
I
could
know.
take one. Some, someone could take one for the team.
Oh, God.
Yeah, so basically Tate snaps at Holly saying he was just going to get Sophia to confess to everything. And of course, we know that was a lie. So Holly's pissed at him and she runs off. And then I think Sophia was complaining to Ari. And then Holly was complaining to Ari. And
Ari.
Ari's like, I'm tired of being in the middle of everybody. And Sophia said she's tired of being in the middle of everybody.
Yeah.
But Sophia literally put herself in the middle by sleeping with Tate, 5 seconds into him being single. So that's her fault. And
Well,
getting pregnant.
he was dumb enough to sleep with her when he still loved Holly, so
Yeah.
You're talking about when she got pregnant?
yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah. You can't complain you're in the middle of a love triangle when you actually
When you
put yourself into.
exactly, and then you're stirring the pot here, and and I don't know about you because I really like Rachel Boyd. I think is her name, the actress. I really like her a lot, but I am so tired of the deer caught in the headlights look. She's almost about to get the Chloe Award for deer caught in the headlights look.
Sophia? Yeah, I don't even know her
Yeah,
real
I mean,
name.
I'm just
Yeah.
so tired of that look because it's like it's trying to make her look all innocent and everything, and like she's the wounded animal. And again, she's been through
She's
a
playing
lot.
it well.
Yeah.
Her care. Oh yeah, the actress
She
is
knows
doing
what
a
she's
great
doing. Yeah.
job. But I'm just kind of over it a
And
little
you should
bit
have
because
kept the baby and you would have got
she's
Tate.
she's
Stupid
still
girl.
lying about the whole thing.
Well,
So
yeah.
that pisses me
Yeah.
off. So anyway,
Yeah.
Yeah. So Tate decides he's gone to talk to her now in private, what he should have done in the first place, and invites her to his room, said they're going to watch Casablanca, and that was the homework that Johnny gave them. And then he's pressuring her again to give her information about the adoptive parents, and she's flipping out on him, and then he kisses her. She leaves when Ari stops over because Ari was going to drop off an old video game to Aaron. Yeah.
Yeah. And Holly suggested to Ari that, Aaron is into her. And Ari's not. No, she doesn't like Aaron. No. Aaron's a cute kid.
yeah,
Yeah.
maybe they'll grow on each other, but
Maybe. I don't know.
yeah. But I thought it was a slime ball that he kissed her.
He
That,
was.
like, I'm like,
Oh my God.
that was just so
Well,
manipulative
he's
and
setting her up.
gross.
Yeah. He's being, yes.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Because I know he doesn't feel for, I mean, he was
No, he
looking at the
does.
pictures
No.
of Holly, and and to me, I'm thinking, is she this stupid? And the answer is probably yes, but she's plays a smart character. Remember, Sophia, before she got pregnant, was all about going to an Ivy League and all that stuff. So she's not dumb, but she's certainly behaving stupidly when she is like surprised. Like she went there thinking that he really wanted to do the
Mm-hmm.
deed. It wasn't just an innocent, like, he's like, hey, come watch Casablanca. And I'm like, why didn't you just offer to show her your sketches, from not the old, come up to my place and
Yeah.
I'll show you my sculptures or sketches or something like that. But he had no intention of that. So he's just trying to corner her again. But it was just very ill conceived. And anyway, and I noticed this a while back, but you know how Angela and I always talk about the writers and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
I've noticed that the Coolitons must have retired or something, or definitely aren't working. They're not doing scripts for days anymore. And it's been a
Oh,
while
God.
because I just haven't mentioned it, but it's probably been months since I've seen their name, maybe longer. And that kind of bums me out because their scripts were top notch. But anyway.
Yeah. Well, I think to me, Tate was really kind of channeling Brady, and that's like, this is the stupid shit Brady would do. Would
Yep.
be try to kiss the information out of Sophia.
Yeah. Brady has a black family brain right now.
Yeah. Speaking of Brady, and I have to give Marlena some credit. She set his ass straight,
Yep.
and he
Mhm.
needed it. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
She was like, "Okay, Brady, you've been Diva of the Week now 2 weeks in a row."
He could have been again. Honestly. Yeah.
Yeah. So basically,
Maybe his son. Yeah.
yeah. She said, "Oh, I can see that. That's a good. Okay, I'll put Tate down as a candidate for Divo."
There's quite a few this week.
Yeah,
So,
Holly, yeah.
yeah. So she set him straight, saying, "Hey, if you don't take your daughter to see Kristen, I will." Reminding him he needs to do what's best for his daughter, and he needed that lecture really, really bad. And poor Marlena, she still can't deal with her own problems.
She looks like a
I wrote a
lost
note
soul.
about. I know
Mhm.
wrote a note about how it's like that time when you take a leave of absence because you just lost the love of your life and you're overwhelmed with everything and also having health issues, and then only to be the 24/7 psychiatrist for every dysfunctional person in your family
and Xander.
and others. Yeah, for your family and others.
Yeah, it's like being you're a mechanic and you took some time off because you want to fix one of your own automobiles, and everybody's like, "Oh, you're taking time off for work. Hey, could you look at this for me?"
Yes, exactly. Like boundaries. Look through Psych 101, Marlena.
Boundaries.
Boundaries.
Okay, so we have Victoria had her second birthday.
Aw,
Yeah, we
So
got to see her too.
she's a cutie.
Yeah, she got Xander brings lots of toys. A
yeah,
rocking
that was
horse.
that was adorable too.
Those
That
yes.
that was a very small birthday party for a 2-year-old. We had Sarah, Maggie, Xander, and Philip, and that was it.
Mm-hmm.
So
Philip wasn't even invited.
Yeah.
Can you
Yeah,
imagine how depressing
Sarah and
that
Maggie
is
were both
when
surprised that he was
when
there.
she's a grown adult and like, let's go look through your old pictures. Wow, my second birthday sucked.
I know.
So Xander overhears Philip telling Sarah that Xander was not the one who beat him within the inch of his
Very
life.
nice.
Yeah. Philip's still sticking up for him, I guess. I don't know. I keep thinking Philip's gonna turn on him sometime. I don't know.
Yeah, it seems really odd that he still has his back. I mean, this whole thing's going to
Mhm.
blow up in everybody's face.
Yes.
So, yeah, I mean, seriously, who's going to buy that?
Yeah, so
And
far
do
that was before they found out what happened, but yeah.
Yeah.
And now Sarah's feeling all guilty, and she's still, and now Xander isn't telling the truth. Now he's the one not coming,
Honest.
So if they get back together, he still has that secret. He's still lying. So if she finds out again that it's true,
It's gonna.
they'll be
Yeah.
broke up again. Yeah.
well, this week coming up, we have the blackout,
Mm.
and Sarah and Xander are kissing. Do you think they're going to conceive another baby? Because we know Sarah doesn't use birth control. If she's going to get pregnant again,
So
Wait a minute. Who uses birth control in Salem? No one.
that's true.
Holly does. Holly.
I guess Holly.
Yeah.
Let's hope.
As far as we know so far, I guess, yeah. But then
Isn't
again,
it-
that doesn't always work either. So
Did you guys catch, speaking of pregnancies, did you catch the Joy Weston reference that
Wesley.
Leo
Yeah.
made? Wesley, yeah. Yeah, Wesley, not Weston. Because that came out of nowhere, but it was part of the whole thing
yeah,
with
she is.
Johnny's a horrible person and I don't think he should
Yeah.
be, that's a whole thing we haven't talked about yet. But I just thought, since we were talking pregnancy, remember we had that theory that maybe she got pregnant by Johnny?
Yeah.
I don't know if that's still a viable option, but thought that was just interesting that they mentioned that.
I think that'd be great because
Yeah.
Johnny and Chanel probably are going to have a hard time adopting. She's still not cleared to try to conceive.
Yeah.
And it did seem like a random stray that she caught with Leo bringing up. Yeah, Leo is not interested in Johnny being the father of this baby.
Nope.
Yeah.
So-
Yeah. But so I mean that could be kind of a cool sort of resolution to that story if creates drama, but in the end they decide to adopt the baby or whatever. But I don't know. That was just one of our ideas that she might be pregnant. We've never heard anything on that. Or she is pregnant, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, she was
I think
pregnant. Yeah.
she is, right?
That's right. I forgot. I was thinking at
But
first.
wasn't she with Alex too?
That's right.
Yeah.
Yeah, we don't know who.
But I don't. Yeah.
And
I
y'all are
forget who
right.
that
They are.
was.
Yeah, you're right. It was Alex, not Johnny.
Yeah, that's right. It was Alex. We thought at first she was going to sleep with Johnny, but then turned out that she didn't. He left.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The
She
first-
was John.
Joy never slept with Johnny?
No.
Oh, I guess I missed that. Okay. I
Yeah,
thought
they-
okay.
They made out. and I
Okay.
guess it dropped.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, I didn't realize. Okay.
Yeah, no, I forgot it was really Alex. Well, that's not interesting. This is
No,
about
she
That won't
doesn't need
work.
to come back now. She can stay in New York or wherever she.
I like Joy, though. I think
I liked her too. Yeah.
yeah.
I'm just saying for baby purposes,
Yeah.
for story
For,
that
for
way.
baby purposes.
Yeah, especially since we don't have Justin and Bonnie on screen really either.
Yeah, where is Justin?
I don't know.
I don't know. I don't get it.
Yeah. I know, like on GH, they're dealing with Monica's death, but I think they only tape a couple weeks ahead of time.
Yep. I don't know. But Leo is against Johnny getting a Tesoro. And a lot of people I saw online too, Leo and hubby don't get to decide. They don't really get a vote.
No.
I think they should get the baby.
Yeah.
Well, but the problem with that is, it's to me the fact that they're a gay couple is the least of the if there was an issue with that, that's like the least of their problems,
Yeah.
because I don't think most people have a problem with that now. But it's just
Leo's
and they
background,
love
too.
the baby, they've taken great care, but they're technically not even the foster parent. And so,
No, it's rape.
and because of their backgrounds, they would probably have a really hard time. That was made pretty clear when Javi was checking in with whoever, Melinda. And Leo's got his own issues. So, I mean, and also part of me is like, who is Leo to judge given his history? Johnny was dealing with a lot. I mean, he had just found out he was the result of a rape and that his father had raped his mom. He was going through a lot back then. So, we've given Leo a lot of grace. And I just think that maybe he's being a little harsh, but I did find it touching when they were talking about how they were going to have to get ready to give him to the adoptive parents, and that was really touching. That was very sweet. I really felt for them.
But who in Salem doesn't have issues?
Well taken.
At this point, give the kid to Roman.
Well, Rafe still doesn't have a kid. He did take care of David
David,
with
yeah.
Jordan's baby.
Yeah. But he helped cover up a death, so.
And he's pretended to be the father of a few babies too.
Yeah,
When
that's
he really
nice.
was. So Steve wants Kayla to do a paternity test, and then she came up with a loophole that they could just apply online. Get the test
Yeah.
done. So that probably is a lot safer.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yes. That's definitely better
So-
than trusting it to the labs at Salem
Yeah.
University Hospital.
Just send it to Ancestry.com.
Yeah.
Of course, that takes weeks. That takes 2 or 3 weeks at least. So, but yeah. So do we still think Aaron's gonna end that it's gonna be a no match, and it's gonna send Brady down the rabbit hole even more because it's not gonna be a match? So they're like, well, that baby can't be it then, so it must be Sophia's. So it must be out there somewhere when it really is her baby, but not.
Right.
I mean, are we still thinking that's gonna happen?
Oh,
we
that's
don't
what
know?
I'm thinking, but there could be a twist, but that's what
Yeah.
it looks like.
I don't know. And I personally love that Tate is invested, that he cares. I love that about him.
Yeah, because he went off on Holly. Holly said he was obsessed. He's like, well, it's my kid. I mean,
Yeah.
that was a shitty thing for her to say.
Yeah.
That's a brat.
Yeah.
Well, seriously, it's like you put yourself in this position. You decided to go back with a guy that had a baby with somebody else. So you put yourself there.
Yeah.
Well,
I think what it also says is Ari was removed from Salem for many years during her key developmental years, and she's become the sage, wise counselor.
she's the
of
sanest one of the
us.
bunch.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, she's got her history.
Yep. Trying to think what else is relevant with that storyline. Yeah, it needs to end though. This
Yeah,
has been
let's
directed for
tell us
forever.
where the
And
baby's at.
Yes. It's annoying.
yeah, the pacing on the show is so terrible. It's
Yeah.
frickin' I mean, you
But
can
one
watch.
thing I did notice is they've got a lot of characters on every episode. It's
Yeah.
almost like they've got a lot, because I'm writing down who's in each one. I'm like, this is a lot more than seems like usual. So they've got a lot of
Yeah.
things going on and a lot of characters involved, but things are not advancing very fast. I mean, they're
No.
not the pacing. You're right. The pacing's off.
Yeah, like we had another conversation with Chad denying he has feelings for Kat.
Yeah.
Like, holy crap, we've
cares?
been seeing
Shut
that
up.
for like it's been like 9 months. Like, you know what I mean? And this time it was with Cutie Pie Thomas. But, yeah. So Thomas pretty much gave his thumbs up, said he
Yeah,
liked Cat.
he told on Jack and Jen too. He snitched on.
Yeah, a plot got, well, they pretty much disappeared. They were there for Jay. Never saw them again, but they're in town. So, yeah, the cast is too big, and there's too much going on. There's too many storylines, and none of them are moving. That's my opinion. Another thing I was annoyed at was, I can't remember if it was this week or last. Everybody blamed Stephanie at
Yeah.
Titan for not hiding their secret well enough. So that pissed me off too. And even Alex blamed it on her, and they got into a fight.
He would have been gone from my life. I'm sorry.
Oh, okay. Yeah, so I just thought that was gross. Because Philip did something wrong. Alex, Xander did something wrong, and they're mad at Stephanie for not covering up what they did when basically there was a ton of people who knew.
Yep.
So, and then another thing that was gross was we found out that Alex has been basically staying at Stephanie and Jada's apartment, even though he lived across the street, but basically his apartment's dirty and she didn't want to be in there.
Right. Across the hall. Yeah.
Yeah.
Like literally, like she's
That's
like, well, one of the
right.
reasons I don't want to live with you is because you're gross, essentially.
But he literally can pay someone to clean up his apartment.
Yeah.
And instead, he's using their bathroom and using their space. And if I was Jada,
Right.
I'd be pissed.
Yeah.
It's like, dude, go shower across the hallway. Don't get it.
Right.
Yeah, that wasn't cool at all. And I didn't like him taking everything out on her too, because he was mad that Xander was blaming him, so he took it out on Stephanie.
Yeah, that was like kicking the dog when not, you get home and you're like kicking the dog or cat, not literally, but just, it's like, geez. I mean, she's the one that came up with the idea that if they had moved on it, would have prevented some of these issues. And it took them too long to move on it because at first they were like, oh, get out of here. Why did I even waste my time talking with you? And then that ended up being the right solution, but it was too late.
I'm on my phone. So where are we at?
We were talking about Alex being a slob and everybody blaming Stephanie.
Okay. Oh, yes. And it was Philip who they really should blame.
Yep.
Although Philip keeps saying that too. I don't know.
So even after all that, she forgave him and they go walk into Alex's apartment. And the last scene on Friday was a man walking up to the door with one Stormy Night book in his hand.
Somebody who recognized one of the scenes in her book, apparently from personal experience.
No, whoever they are, though, amazing behind. I was very impressed. That's what I was looking at. I was like, oh, that's a nice ass.
A new cast member.
New cast member.
Or an old one. Who could it be?
Can be a same character, but a new actor, I hope. But anyway.
What if it was Everett? He doesn't have a nice ass though. I mean, he's a great actor. He's a great actor. He's just on the thin side.
That's the rumor.
Really?
It's Everett.
Oh,
I thought everyone thinks it's Jeremy Horton. I thought,
Or is it Roger? Like, what was his name? His other name? Everett and
Bobby.
Right?
Bobby.
That's right.
Oh, that'd be so freaking awesome if it was Blake Bears. Oh, I'd be thrilled. Because
that's what I'm hoping, since he didn't get closure at all with his story.
No, and we had a great love triangle right there between Everett and Stephanie and Jada, and that got dropped. Man, I'd be all for that because really, I mean, everybody's thinking it's Jeremy Horton, but we haven't seen any signs of it. There's no pictures out there or anything about casting out there, so oh, that'd be sweet. That would make me actually care about the storyline. And, I want to know if it's true, though. I don't know what Everett did to get into the book. That'd be nice. So, speaking of Jada, Theo tells her that he wants her to fire JJ.
Yeah.
Because he's triggered seeing JJ with a gun.
I'm sorry. Theo was breaking and entering. You might get shot.
Is it an accident? It was an accident, wasn't it?
No, but he was breaking and entering. He was breaking law.
Well, I forgot how.
Yeah, this whole thing's stupid. Because they were friends, they were business partners after all that. I mean, sure, Theo went through hell, but he's walking now. He's doing better. He doesn't seem to have any miraculously doesn't have any residual issues from
And didn't
being
they kind of get
paralyzed.
that though? Like before he left for, I mean, I thought they were okay. I
Yeah,
don't know.
but
Well, he went. Didn't JJ go to Johannesburg
yeah,
and do
Yeah,
business
but
with
they
him?
weren't working together.
they were
And I
business
guess that's what Jada was saying. But then I guess he said, but seeing
Hmm.
him with a badge and a gun, I'm like, you know what? I can understand his feelings, but I don't think it's right that he was going and trying to get him fired.
No,
He can go back.
I mean, he needs to get some help because he's
Hmm.
still
Yeah,
suffering from PTSD. But
absolutely,
Yeah.
absolutely.
he should have
Well,
talked to JJ about it instead of
Right.
going behind his back and then
yeah,
telling.
yeah.
I mean, Jada knows what happened. I mean, they would have looked at all that
Hmm.
before she rehired him. So that was shitty. I'm sorry of Theo. At least we knew, why he was acting so weird around JJ.
yeah.
All right. Marianne, do you want to talk to us about Tony's confrontation with Xander and Philip?
Okay. Yeah. Before that though, I just want to make a comment about at the square with Tony and everyone. He was funny with Leo Stark. He called them all muckrakers.
Yep.
Like muckrakers, and Leo goes off on his, muckrakers. But anyway, that's when he said about he had exciting news, just like they did for fraud, but he won't tell them like what kind of fraud because they were trying to get that out of him. So Philip and Xander are, they don't know what to do. They're like really upset. So I guess they decide to see what they can do and try to negotiate with Tony. So they come over to the mansion and and when they come in, Tony says, "Isn't it the CEO and the foe?"
Yeah.
Yeah. And Philip says, "We're not foe anymore." And so Tony says he's pretty certain that he's going to win this lawsuit, and he says, "You don't want to take a chance of, going for the lawsuit, because you could, get criminal charges." So what he does tell them is not only does he want to get Demira back from them, he's also wants to take Titan away from them. He wants both.
Mhm.
To take Titan in. So he's telling them, makes them an offer. He's up to buy Titan. So Xander says, "Well, it should be at least 3 times what it's worth." And Tony has a lot of something about it. He says, "Well, I think I can break my piggy bank and I should be able to handle it." And it's just the way he says it that
Yeah.
it's, makes you laugh. And so I guess they're trying to decide what to do. Because neither one of them because I think Xander and Philip said neither one of them want to go to trial because that's not going to be good for either one of them,
No.
for Titan or Demir, no matter which one wins. So they want to avoid that. So they're going to, they told Tony that they're going to talk it over. They're probably going to go back and talk to Maggie and everything. So, and then after they leave, it was Tony turned around and did a salute with his drink to Stefano.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And drank the drink and smiled his devious smile and laughed. And so, he just right now he believes he has the upper hand, which I guess he does because he
He
has
never
all the
does.
proof. So where this goes now, I see that there's previews next week. I think it's Tuesday, where there's scenes with Tony and Maggie.
Mhm.
So they get into a confrontation too. So that should be interesting. I like to see those two have scenes together. I think that would be fun to watch.
I don't think that's Tony.
You don't think that's Tony? I know
No.
everyone's. I don't know. Maybe it's not. I don't know.
I don't think Anna would put up with Andre.
I think it's just
and
a different Tony right now. I think it's Tony. It is
yeah.
Tony, but he just wants the company back. I wish they actually should be putting him in charge and not Theo.
Yeah.
Right. Right.
Theo too young, too inexperienced. He doesn't care.
Yeah.
But then Theo, then the writers again talk to Chad. Theo and Chad are talking. And Chad says, "Yeah, it's probably a good idea if we have somebody younger and a new thing,
Uh,
Yeah, we see where that's going. Yeah, we
Yep.
want somebody younger, just like usual. They don't want to use. They always want younger instead of the older, and we want to see the older and the vets. And
how is Mr. Chin gonna react to all this stuff?
Well, they
like
haven't even mentioned him.
They did.
Did they?
Yeah, Chad
yeah, they mentioned him somewhere. Yeah, I
Did
can't
they?
remember
Oh,
when.
okay, all right. Oh, then we have Gabi too's in the mix when
And then Brady's wanting to let
Brady,
go of
Gabi.
basic
should
black
get
at this point.
Oh, and then Brady is thinking he wants to he wants to do something, wants to get out of Basic Black and wants to do something different. I didn't even know Brady was working at Basic Black. Does Brady even work? Never seen him work. But I guess Basic Black's still under Titan Demira, I guess. Because wasn't it was Demira, then Titan, or it was Titan, then Demira?
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. So I don't know. What do you think? What do you think Brady should do? Should he help Steve in Black
I think
Patch?
so, yeah.
Or should he do something different?
At least he shows he has a
What-
brain now recently.
What could Brady do? Maybe private investigator. That's what I
Yeah.
was thinking. But
I mean, in years past,
don't
I
know.
wouldn't have thought he'd be able to like use the powers of deductive reasoning, but he's been doing good. He's been
Yeah.
doing a good enough job
Yeah.
at that lately with the baby storyline that it's possible. And I think maybe that's why they're showing that too. They're writing that because they're
Mhm.
showing he's doing an investigation basically.
Yeah.
So with Steve. So I can see that being as long as they don't write him to be stupid, I think that that could be actually kind of interesting. And Brady doesn't. The thing of it is, Brady. Remember when Victor died, Maggie took a portion of that and she gave money to Brady and all these. So technically, none of they're all okay. You know what I mean? I don't know why. Other
But he
than
probably
for.
doesn't have. None of them
I
probably
mean,
have.
he doesn't. I mean, they don't need to be living with Marlena, but I think they
No.
want to be for Rachel's
Really?
sake and all that. But yeah. So I don't know.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we'll see.
So yeah, we'll see where that goes. But that's what happened this week, and I think that's coming up next week with Tony and Maggie. Probably Xander and Philip are there too. I think.
Yeah.
Yeah, and didn't Gabi offer to buy Basic Black off of him? Or to run Basic Black?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And speaking of Gabi, she's refusing to forgive JJ for JJ saying that she's the one who shot EJ. So JJ did not have a good week.
No.
No, nobody wants JJ. Nobody likes
Had
JJ.
a big
I like
surprise
it.
birthday party, and then it was all downhill after that.
Yeah.
Pretty
last
much.
week.
And it wasn't even much of a party because he had to go to work or something.
Yeah, he
Right.
was all in.
Yep. So his girlfriend's done with though, and his best friend's done with though.
Yeah.
So that's a
I don't know.
crappy week. Yes, and we had EJ and Kat went out to dinner or something. I guess that was dinner.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. What about those two?
I kind of like him.
I don't think she knows.
It was interesting.
Well, I haven't seen Gwen. Gwen wasn't on all week. I'm thinking of Gwen.
It's interesting that EJ actually admitted that he was intrigued by her and that he actually bid on her, not just to be a good guy and to show that he was, invested in the hospital, but that he was, basically attracted to her. But then he's like, but, I'm your employer, so I'm your boss now.
But do you think EJ's being competitive because he knows Chad's interested in her and he just wants to stick it to Chad by romancing?
Could be.
But then also, if
Well,
she
that's
gets
EJ.
close to EJ as a spy,
Right.
she's then going to be able to cultivate more information and more intel. So Chad might see that and think, oh, she's falling for EJ, when really she's not, but she's just trying to get information because he doesn't know she's a spy.
Yeah.
We all said while they were having dinner, Brady and Sarah were having dinner also. Who do you think husband Brady found out everything that happened because he didn't know?
He had
Both
other
of-
things on his mind.
Well, that was funny. Everybody knows but him. That's funny.
If he went to work, he would have known what happened with.
How come everybody knows but me?
He's too busy following his 10-year-old around.
Yeah, his two kids are giving him both at once.
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe Brady's not cut out to be a private investigator.
Yeah, I don't know.
He's no idea
Considering
what.
how many times his 9-year-old kid has escaped, and
Yeah.
maybe not
He
the
should
best.
be the private investigator. Oh, and Thomas too. Thomas is pretty good at eavesdropping and
Yep.
spilling secrets. Yeah, I don't know. Brady might have to think about something else. All right. Anything else that you guys could think of this week?
Not that I know of.
All right. So who's everybody's nominee for Divo or Diva of the week?
Holly.
I was thinking Kate, but even Anna and Kate, both of them.
I was
What's your-
thinking I had Alex and Holly were my two.
Alex, yeah, it's a
I mean, because he was
Wait.
basically blaming Stephanie
yeah.
for stuff, and I'm like, what? I mean,
Uh-huh.
like, yeah. And I
Mhm.
thought, and I kind of feel for Tate. I feel like it's like he's right to be frustrated, and if
Yeah.
she's obsessed. I thought, and now Holly came around a little bit later after Ari tried to talk her down. But
We could always throw Brady in again too.
Yeah.
yeah,
See,
Brady wasn't as bad as usual.
no,
Uh,
no,
Who
I
did you
was
have?
thinking Tony, because he's the one who blew up the
Tony,
one
yeah,
store
Good one.
conference. I mean, that's a
yeah.
diva move.
He was being a diva, yeah. Isn't he always a diva? But yeah, yeah,
Oh, yeah, and then saying he wanted Titan
yeah.
and Demira.
Yeah.
That was
Yes,
a diva move.
A greedy diva.
Yep.
the greedy diva. Yeah,
I'm trying to think. Wasn't Demira in financial trouble at the time? And so where's all this money coming from that he's going to buy out? I don't know. Anyway,
Anyways,
yeah.
so anybody want to second anybody or eliminate someone from contention for diva or diva of the week? Might change their mind on anybody.
Yeah, you could eliminate Tate. I'd probably go with Tony, I think, and Alex. He's not a good one.
What do you think,
How,
Anna?
how about Anna and Kate? Nobody thought of them.
Yeah.
And they weren't honest that much.
I didn't see them as divas so
As
much
divas.
as just like, what we already talked about
Yeah.
kind of. But I think Tony's a good one, but I'm still sticking with Alex, and because he came home and basically had a temper tantrum, and like it's all about me and and it's all your fault, and you won't. When he was like pressing her about her dad, I was like,
Yeah.
hold up, you're talking about an icon here. Back it on up, Alex. That's her dad. And so that made me think of Diva for him because he was kind of being really dramatic. And then Holly, I thought she just way overreacted. She's immature still, but I just thought she was way overreacting.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I don't know. So anyway, for me, I think Alex, Tony, and Holly all could qualify, in my opinion.
Yeah, I was thinking Tony or Tate, just because of Tate trying to basically seduce Sophia over and kissing
Mhm.
her,
That
and
was
he did.
crappy.
Yeah, and then he did flip out on Holly earlier in the week too, in public.
Yeah.
But I understand why he was upset. But him getting mad at her, but she interrupted, which of course she was. She saw her boyfriend in public.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
Yeah. Of course, I'm beginning to feel like Marlena is probably going to set up a group anger management
Yep.
meeting at her house because it's going so well with Xander, and a few other people in town need to work on that too.
Yeah. Xander's doing his best. He's doing his homework.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Marlena's proud of him. Yeah.
So we
even
need to-
even Philip. Philip's proud of him too. He
Yeah.
said,
Yeah.
"Oh, those
Philip's
classes
so
are
honest.
working."
Maybe we have a tie this week. No one's gonna win.
Yeah. There are plenty of divas in town.
Yep.
Let me ask you guys a really quick question. Was Philip really faking it when he faked choking or when he was choking? I thought he really was choking.
No,
No,
he was
he faked
faking
it.
it.
Okay, he was faking. Okay. I missed something then. Okay.
I really thought he was choking too until
Yeah.
that was a nice little
But that
twist
was
there.
that was a good test, I guess.
That was a good test. Yeah.
And I did love how Philip was being so pro Xander and Sarah in that
Sarah.
conversation. And that for once for eavesdropping actually was for a good thing
Yeah.
with Xander hearing that.
All right, let's go with spoilers for next week. Marlena passes out again, so we're going to keep dragging that storyline along. Okay. Says Sophia plots against Johnny and Chanel. I thought that, yeah. So I guess she's trying to stop them.
Well, she probably hears about them wanting to adopt Tesoro.
Yeah.
So that's weird, but she wanted him to have the baby in the first place.
Mm-hmm.
But maybe she probably figured out if they had it, then Tate would recognize that's his son.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yep. So that's what we have. Oh, and then next week's the blackout, and I don't know.
Now, what's this blackout where the power goes out?
Yeah.
Ooh.
Yeah. It looks like somebody's stalking Stephanie in the square.
Mm.
Yeah. It looks like something happens, and then Gabi is in Titan with everybody. I think Brady, Philip, and Xander. Yeah, and then Brady's like, "Well, we might as well tell her what happened in regards to Philip." So
In regards to
Yep.
Philip, what do you mean?
Philip forging the letter.
Oh, okay. I thought okay. So she didn't know
Yeah, I mean
that.
she already knows, but Brady's
I was going to say,
I
doesn't
got you.
Gabby know?
That's what I was. I got you.
You know,
Yeah, she-
Well,
they don't
all I
know
can
she
say
knows.
is Salemites need to stay out of the hospital elevators if there's going to be a
Yep.
blackout because,
Yeah, EJ gets trapped with somebody too.
Probably Cat. Oh,
Cat or
Lord.
Gwen.
Oh, I'll bet it's Cat just because that's going to. Of course, that would mean that nobody should ever go on an elevator with Cat ever because that would be the
I
second
know.
Samira. If
Please.
that really happens and she's the one that's trapped with him, it's gonna be bad for Cat and having anybody in the elevator with her in the future.
Yeah, and Jack. No one should be in an elevator with Jack either.
That's
Yeah.
true.
Who would you want to be in an elevator with, and who wouldn't you want to be in an elevator with?
Tony, definitely.
Yep.
For me.
Yeah,
Tony or
but who
Justin.
wouldn't you?
Eric Brady for
Cat.
sure. Hell yeah.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Or Xander.
Yeah,
Yeah. All right. Does anybody have anything else before we go?
Mm-mm.
all good.
All
All
right.
right. Well, thank you, ladies, and we'll see
Take
everybody
care.
next week.
All right.
All
Good night.
right. Have a
Okay.
good rest of the weekend. Bye.
All right. All right.
Bye.